India's female wrestlers and fighters are stepping into the spotlight not just for medals and podiums, but for dignity, justice, and long overdue recognition. Their journey is a compelling story of grit, glory, and a battle against deeply entrenched gender biases that have long sidelined their efforts both on and off the mat. Asterisk. The rise of India's women fighters, asterisk, over the past 2 decades. India has witnessed a dramatic rise in women's participation in combat sports like wrestling, boxing, judo, and mixed martial arts, MMA. Names like Sakshi Malik, Vinesh Phogat, Lavlina Borgohain, and Mary Kom have become household icons. Their achievements have inspired countless girls from small towns and rural villages to believe in their strength and chase dreams that were once thought impossible. Asterisk states like Haryana, Manipur, and Punjab have emerged as hotbeds for talent, with girls training in dusty Akara's wrestling schools, often breaking family and societal expectations to pursue sport. Many of these athletes come from humble backgrounds and fight not just opponents, but also poverty, patriarchy, and systemic discrimination, institutional neglect, and gender bias despite their accomplishments. India's female fighters still battle widespread neglect within sporting institutions. Funding and facilities for women's wrestling and boxing lag far behind the men's programs. Access to proper nutrition, quality coaching, and international exposure remains unequal. Asterisk. Even more alarming are recent reports and protests over harassment and abuse by officials. In 2023, several top Indian women wrestlers staged a high-profile protest at Jantar Mantar in Delhi, alleging sexual harassment by the then-president of the Wrestling Federation of India. The protest drew national and international attention, highlighting the urgent need for reform and accountability in Indian sports bodies. Asterisk. The athletes were not only fighting for their own dignity, but for safer, fairer environments for the next generation of girls in wrestling, cultural challenges, and social stigma outside the sporting system. Many Indian women athletes face resistance from conservative family and community structures. Combat sports, in particular, are often deemed unfeminine. Female wrestlers are frequently criticized for their muscular build, short hair, or aggressive demeanor traits celebrated in male athletes but judged in women. Asterisk. Some are discouraged from continuing sport after puberty, while others are pressured into early marriage or told to focus on domestic roles. Yet these women persist, redefining what it means to be a woman in Indian society. Asterisk. Media attention and popular culture. Asterisk. Indian cinema has played a role in bringing attention to female fighters. Films like Dangle, based on the Phogat sisters, and Mary Kom have helped change public perception, celebrating female strength and resilience. Media coverage, while still uneven, is beginning to highlight these athletes' stories with more depth and empathy. Asterisk. However, representation still skews toward a few celebrated stars. Countless grassroots athletes struggle without sponsors, exposure, or support. Despite being state or national champions, the road ahead, change in progress despite systemic barriers, change is underway. Grassroots programs and NGOs are working to empower girls through sports, offering scholarships, mentorship, and training opportunities. The government has launched schemes like Khelo India and TOPS Target Olympic Podium Scheme to support elite athletes, including women. Asterisk. But policies alone are not enough. There's a growing demand for safer spaces for female athletes, gender-sensitized coaching and administration. Asterisk. Equal funding and media representation. Asterisk. Stronger mechanisms to address abuse and misconduct. Asterisk. The future of India's female fighters lies not just in medals, but in dismantling barriers. Their strength lies in their ability to fight both in the arena and beyond it for equality, for justice, and for the right to be recognized not as women in sport, but as athletes in their own right.